Hello, second grade. It is so good to see you again. We've been having so much fun making line plots and arrays. And today we're going to give our brains a rest from that new information, and we are going to go back into some things we've already talked about and review them so that we can really check our understanding and keep that practice going throughout the rest of the year. We've got a little bit of time left. We want to make sure that we're continuing to learn each and every day. Let's take a peek. I bet you already have an idea. There's some clues. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our learning target, and then we're going to jump right into our learning. I can tell and write time using analog and digital clocks. Friends, there are some power words in here. Those are words that give us a clue about what we're going to be learning about, and they're important words that guide our learning. Let's take a peek at these power words right now. First of all, it says, I can tell and write time. Well, when we tell time, that means I can look at a clock, whether it's a clock like this, or whether it is a digital clock like what I have on my wrist. Both of those clocks give us the time, but our job as learners is to be able to tell that time, to look at the hands on the clock or to look at our digital numbers and know what time that says. The other job that we need to do is to write that time. To know that when I look at this clock, I can see what hour it is, what minute it is, and I can write that down using AM and PM, right? That's an important piece. So that is what we're thinking about. We're thinking about that time, telling and writing, but we're really going to zoom in on using those analog. Those are those clocks that are round and have two hands, and our digital clocks, which are what you see right here. Like, for example, it might be 9:30 a.m., and so I write my hour, my dot dot, and my 30, and then I'm also including my AM and PM. Okay? Everybody understand me? So today, we want to think about, one, why in the world do we tell time? What is the purpose of that? Can anybody tell me? Well, yeah, then you know what time you need to do certain things. So you're not late to things, absolutely. Oh, there's so many reasons why we have to tell time, and I'm going to tell you right now, that does not go away as you get older. Telling time is something you do every single day for the rest of your lives. So get good at it now, then it'll be easier later on. Shall we jump right in? Can I ask you a question first before we jump right in? If I am telling you that I am doing something at 9:30, how are you going to know if I'm doing it in the morning or the afternoon? Is 9:30 the same in the morning and the afternoon? No. Some of my friends are doing related arts. Maybe they're at library or art or music or Spanish. That's where they are at 9:30 a.m., but at 9:30 p.m., so there's a big difference between our AM and our PM. We don't want to leave that off. 9:30 can be either of those. So we want to make sure that we specify that time. Alrighty, I'm going to put a number or put a time on my little digital clock, and you all are going to get your clocks out that look like this, whether it is using one that's in your hand or maybe on your computer you have one and you're able to move the hands where they go. So you're going to use your analog clock to show my digital time. Are you ready? The digital time that the time I'm going to give you is 7:15. I want you to use your analog clocks to show me 7:15. And while you're showing me that, I'm going to ask you questions. I want to ask where your hour hand is, where your minute hand is, how do you know those hands are going there, and we'll make sure we specify AM and PM when we get done, okay? Where is your hour hand going? Is it right on the 7? Why not? So where will it go in between your 7 and your 8? Where's your minute hand? But that doesn't say 45. How do you know it's going to go there? How did you skip count to find that? Very good. Keep going. I can't wait to see what you do. Which is your hour hand? Which is your minute hand? make sure that we have that hour hand first, and it's the shorter hand. Hour is a shorter word than minute. So we're going to make sure that we have that hour hand pointing to the hour. What's the hour up there? Very good. All right, friends. You are doing such a nice job. Show me those clocks. Hold them up. Does your clock match my clock? How do we know that this shows 7:15? How do we know that this shows 7:15? Tell me. Okay, so the hour hand is a shorter hand. It's closer to the 7. Okay, why is it not right on the 7? Because it's not 7 o'clock. Our minute hand has gone a little bit around the clock, hasn't it? Very good. So how do I know that I'm going to put my minute hand here? Whoops. Very good. And tell me how you skip count to find that. 5, 10, 15. And if we wanted to do the little tiny jumps, each of those little ticks is a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's why I can skip count that, right? That is 7:15. Now, is there another name that we can use to describe or say 7:15? Somebody might not actually say 7:15 to you. They might say, oh, it's what? Put your thumb in front of your tummy if you think you can tell me. I'm going to put this back up here. What would they say? So we know that when we look at this clock, that our minute hand has gone a quarter of the way around the clock. So we could also describe that time as a quarter, 4 quarters in a dollar, 4 quarters in a whole, quarter after 7. How does that show when we look at our analog clock? Where do you see that quarter after 7? Yeah, I noticed that too. Not on my minute. I mean, I can see that my minute hand has gone a quarter of the way around my clock. But when I look at my hour hand, it's just a titch past 7. So there are 4 dots, right? It's a quarter. It's 1. It's my hour hand is pointing to that first dot. Out of 4, it's touching that first dot. That helps me see that quarter after 7. It's not to 8 o'clock yet. It's after 7 a little bit. It's past 7. So you could also say quarter after 7 or quarter past 7 because it has gone past the 7. Now, what do we do at 7:15 a.m.? So you're eating breakfast, just getting up, you lucky dog you. Some of you are getting dressed for school. Guys, I'm already at school. Isn't that sad? At 7:15 a.m. What about 7:15 p.m.? Maybe eating dinner? Playing outside? Maybe getting ready for bed, like starting your bedtime routine, maybe like taking a shower or something. Okay. Are those two the same things? No, they're not, are they? You're going to be doing something different in the morning than in the afternoon, in the AM and in the PM. Let's check out another clock. You ready? Again, I'm going to give you the digital time, and you are going to show me the analog time with your little clocks that you have at home, or maybe even on the computer if that's what you're using. All right, I want you to show me 9:25. Ooh, 9:25. Where is your hour hand going to go? And please feel free to pause me after you hear some of my questions for you. But you can pause me to give yourself some think time because I'm going to move through this a little bit faster, and you can pause me if you need some think time. Where is your hour hand going to go? Before the 9 or after the 9? How do you know it's going to go after the 9? Where is your minute hand pointing to? Why? But there's not a 25 on our clock. Where's it going to go if it's not on the 25? 5, 10. Good. Keep going. Show me where that's going to be. Make sure you have your hour hand and your minute hand in the right spot. Which is your hour hand? Which is your minute hand? What's the hour in 9:25? 9. So we want to make sure that we put that hour hand there. All right, guys, pause me if you're not ready. It's okay if you're not. Show me those clocks. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to try to make my clock look like your clocks. Let's see. 9 o'clock, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You know, I love making it on here first because it helps me see where that, mine's really helpful, isn't it? Because when I move this hand, this one moves along with it. I love that. Handy dandy. Okay, where is my hour hand? After the 9, because my 9 is my hour. And I want to make sure I label that on here, friends. My 9 is my hour. I say my hour first. So there's my hour hand. But when I put it in my minutes, what are my minutes? What's the minute? 9:25 or 25. There's my minute. Okay. And so when I do that, I say 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25. And when my minute hand is on my 5 or my 25 minutes, where does my hour hand go? Yes, it's almost to that second little tick after the 9, isn't it? Because it's almost half past, but not quite. So I want to make sure my hour hand is not exactly on my 9. It's not even on that first tick. It's almost to the second one. In fact, I made this on my clock, but I did not make my hour hand far enough between my 9 and my 10. So I'm going to do it again. One of the things that I want to see you guys doing all the time is using that something called precision. We really want to be precise in our work with our clocks, especially where we're putting our hour hand. So this one that I made the first time was pretty close to that first little tick when I put my hour hand on there. So when I'm doing this one, I want to make sure that it's almost to that second tick, okay? That second little line after my 9 o'clock. My line after my 9. Got it? Okay. Now, 9:25 a.m. What are you doing at 9:25 a.m.? Some of you are related arts, like music or art. Doing math. Have a little morning snack. Lucky dogs you. What about 9:25 p.m.? I'm with you. At 9:25, you guys hopefully are in bed. And Ms. Baker is usually dozing on the couch about 9:25. Trying to stay up, but don't quite make it. All right, so we know that in the a.m., 9:25 a.m., we're in school, we're doing learning, maybe we're having a little snack, and the p.m., we are sleeping, hopefully. There's a big difference between 9:25 a.m. and 9:25 p.m. So can I say, oh, it's 9:25? No, I really want you guys getting in that habit of saying it's 9:25 a.m. or it's 9:25 p.m. Very good. Now, you notice we have 2 stop signs on my chart today, right? Those are for some stop and practice. Stop, stop, and practice. Stop and practice. Stop, stop, and practice. That means I'm going to give you 2 clocks to do, and I want you to show them to me either on your on your paper, on your whiteboards, or on your clocks. Okay? So I'm going to up the ante a little bit, make it a little bit trickier. I want you to show me. Ready? I want you to write the digital time for 1/4 till 9. quarter till 9. I want you to write the digital time. So I'm going to draw this right here to remind you what I want you to do. Quarter till 9, you're going to write the digital time. Okay? Now, 4:10, I want you to show me your analog time. So I'm going to give you some clues. Okay? I'm going to put my little naked clock up here. So I want you to show me the analog time here. Quarter till 9, I want you to show me the digital time. All right? Go ahead and pause me, and you can resume me when you are ready to share. All right, second grade. Let's see here. Quarter till 9. What is the hour in quarter till 9? What is the hour in quarter till 9? How do you know it's the 8 o'clock hour when we're a quarter till 9? Because it says until or till. That means it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. It's almost 9 o'clock. And if it's almost 9 o'clock, then it must be 8 o'clock because 8 comes before 9. So if I'm a quarter till, what's my minute going to be? My minute's going to be my 45. Now, I'm going to show you my analog clock to represent that because I think it's helpful to see how that goes. My minute hand's getting a little loose. I must have loved it lots, right? So I'm going to hold that there for you to see it. Take a look at my quarter till 9. My hour hand, that red hand, it's so close to that 9, isn't it? It's on that last little dot, isn't it? Take a peek. Oh my goodness. It's right on that hour hand is pointing almost that last little tick. And my minute hand is hitting that 45. Because remember, if I divide my clock into 4 equal parts, my first 4 goes to my 3, just like up here at 7:15. My second quarter goes to my 6 or my 30. And my last quarter goes to my 45 or my 9. So when we're looking at that, we know a quarter till 9 is 8:45. Very good. How about 4:10? How about 4:10? Show me those analog clocks. Oh, I'm seeing some of those. Where is my hour hand on my digital or my analog clock? It's a little past my 4, but not quite. Just a hair. Not even quite to that first little dot, is it? And my minute hand? 5:10. Stretch that minute hand all the way out there to that 10. Very good. And if I show it on my big one so you can see it better, let me get my 4 o'clock. Ooh, squeaky, 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 squeaky. Squeaky. 4 o'clock. 4:05. 4:10. You can see it just past that 4, right? Very nice, friends. Okay. Now, is there another way we can talk about 4:10? We could. So we could say 10 minutes after 4. We could say it like that, couldn't we? 10 minutes after 4. Very good. Okay, friends. Now, I'm going to show you the analog times. I want you to show me the digital times. That's why I have these right here for you to see. Are you ready? Your first clock. I show you the analog. You write the digital. We had a little bit of a warm-up in this stop and practice, okay? All right, take a peek at that clock. Where's my hour? Where's my minute? Where's my hour? And where's my minute? What time is it? Write it on your whiteboards or in your notebooks. Let me take a peek. All right, hold it up and show it to me, my friends. What is my hour? It is 5. How do I know my hour is 5? There's my hour hand, right? Here's my hour hand. It's pointing, it's past the 5 a little bit. Okay. What's my minute hand? Where's my minute? Okay, so do I write it like this? 5, 5? No, I don't. Right, so when I have a minute and it only has a single digit, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even through 9, we're gonna put a 0 to represent that tens place, just like when we're writing 100, a number with 3 digits. We have to have a 0 in the tens place because this is gonna be in that ones place. So how do we read that time? 5:05. Very good, friends. It is 5:05. What are you doing at 5:05 in the morning? Hopefully sleeping. What about 5:05 in the afternoon or in the PM? Eating dinner, coming home from school. Very nice. Okay. All right, ready for my next one? Seven, 8, 6. What is the hour? What time does this show? Look carefully at my hour hand and my minute hand. Thumbs in front of your tummies when you've got it. What is my hour? It's my hour, friend. Oops, let me tape it up here. Okay, what's my hour? How do you know it's 6? Because it's past the 6, but it's not quite to my 7. Right. What is my minute? What's my minute? 30. And how do I know it's the 30? Because it's half past. Okay, it's gone halfway around. My little imaginary line. So it's 6:30. My minute is touching that 6. What else can we call that time? Yes, you guys even said it in your describing. Half past 6. You know, I can even say 5:05 in a different time. What can my 5:05 be? Kind of like our 10 minutes. Very good. 5 minutes after 5 because it's 5 o'clock. It's past 5 o'clock, right? So it's 5 minutes after 5 o'clock. That means that if I had here's my 5 o'clock, 5 minutes after 5 o'clock is 5:05. People would describe that different ways depending on who's saying it, okay? All right, last little part, and I'm going to send you guys off. Your stop and practice for the last little part is going to be your little exit ticket. So I'm going to give you my analog clocks down here, and you're going to write the digital time. So take a peek at that first one. Take a peek at your second one. You can write this on an index card. You can write it on anything, okay? Remember, you're going to show me the digital time, and I would love to see you tell me either, I want you to tell me how you know, okay? So tell me what you know about the hour hand and the minute hand, and I want you using those words. So I'll show you an example here in just a second. And then on this one, I want you to think about another way we can say it. Okay, so you're writing a digital time for both, but I really want you thinking about how do you know and what's another way we can say that time. So for example, up here, you all said, I know that it's 7:15 because, and I want you writing those words down. I know it's 7:15 because the hour hand is past the 7, but not to the 8, and the minute hand is pointing to the 3. 5, 10, 15. That's my explanation. Sometimes we use our words to explain. Sometimes we write it down to explain. I want you, these are going to be our exit ticket. Okay? Before you can do your independent practice, I want you to tell me the digital time for both of those clocks. And then what's another name for this guy right here? Happy timing, friends. Tomorrow we're going to jump into time again and do a little bit more work. I cannot wait to see you and do some more time tomorrow.